Hello students, today we are going to start the third and concluding session of this chapter. Friend, here friend and M-hammer. Okay? Friends and M-hammer. In this chapter, see, this is a chapter. You can see here the first page. This is, you see the second page. This is the third page. This is the fourth one. This one, and here this is map. This is the next page, and this is the last page. So, because today is the last session of this chapter, so I would like to you take interest in your chapter, in your syllabus, so that at the time of your examination you may have no problem. Okay, as I was telling you, there are two main characters in this story. First is Frank and second is M-hammer. Frank is a student and M-hammer is Frank's teacher. Okay? Now, the background of this story is Franco-Prussian War. Franco-Prussian War. Franco-Prussian War. The date was 1870-71. Okay? So, as we have seen, there are three main countries. First is Germany, second is Poland, and third is parts of Austria. Germany, Poland, and Austria. These three countries make a union, and that is called Prussia. So there is war between France and Prussian army, and France gets defeated. So under the result of this defeat, France had to give his two districts, Alsace and Eastern Lorraine. And you all know, when a part of a country comes under the authority of another country, there might be so many changes: political, social, cultural, educational, so many changes. Here the writer Alphonse Daudet has tried to give the effect of this transfer of authority in the education of schools. This is the reason the school where France is the representative of the student and M-hammer is the representative of teacher. Now we start the chapter in a nutshell. So Frank is a student who has no interest in study. He avoids going to school. He has interest in natural activities. He has interest in birds. He has interest in rivers. He has interest so many natural activities. Means he has love with nature. The day of the last lesson, he starts for his school, but in the way, these natural attractions deviate him and he starts enjoying it. But suddenly, the thought comes in his mind that he should go to school. So he starts for school. But on the way, in the middle of the path, there is town hall. In that town hall, there is bulletin board. Okay? Bulletin board. On that bulletin board, the notices are given. So for the last 2 years, the notices have been related to the war. And because France was getting defeated after defeated, so the defeat of the war has been coming on this notice board. So seeing the crowd, Franz stops himself. He saw so many persons, including blacksmiths. He stops himself to know what the matter was. Then the matter was that this was the last day. Blacksmith says him, don't do so fast, Bob. Bob is boy, child. There is plenty of time to go there. But he starts for school. And when he comes to his school, it is complete silent. It is quiet and peaceful environment. He becomes very surprised. He looks into the room from the window, outer window, that the teacher is roaming near the blackboard. All the students are sitting and everything is quiet and calm. He enters. Normally, M. Hamel is a strict teacher. A ruler is always in his hand. But today, there was a changing in his nature. In a soft statement, he told him, Frank, come, we are waiting for you. And take your seat. Franz again became surprised. Why my teacher is so liberal? Then he goes to his seat. He takes his seat. And now he is again in the surprising mood. He becomes surprised seeing some old people like Foster, the old mayor, the retired postmaster, and other old people of the village he saw on the last bench. Normally, that last bench was empty, but today they were present. Then he observed it and then stopped himself. Now, M. Hamel starts the information, giving information. He gives the information that letter has come, order has come from Berlin that today after 12 there will be no French study here in this school. He himself, about himself he says that I am going next day. And the new teacher will come who will teach German language. Now, really, it was a thunder-like effect on him. Now he came to know why the old people on the back benches had come. Now he came to know that these old people were ignoring translation. They had not studied it properly, and they had come for thanking M. Hamel for his selfless service that he had been doing for the last 50 years. Now, the teacher starts. But before starting, there was one fact that I would like to describe it, and that was the changing in the dress of the teacher. The dress of teacher was really changing. What were the changing? I will read it from the book so that you may have attention. See, his beautiful green coat, number one changing. Beautiful green coat. Second, his frilled shirt. His frilled shirt. Next, the little black silk cap. The little black silk cap. And all were embroidered. And all were embroidered. So this was the changing in his dress. Normally, on prize days or inspection days, he used to wear this dress. So this changing also made Frank eagerness, full of eagerness. That's something new. And now Hamel himself has told about world order. Now he starts teaching grammar. First of all, he starts grammar, participle of French language. But the reality was this, that Frank had no knowledge about this. He didn't know even ABC of this. So he couldn't answer. Then other students answered. Next, the teacher started writing practice. Some topics were given. Some students answered. Some students wrote. They were very much conscious to ask this one. And today everything was understood easily by Frank. So conscious he was. Next, history lesson was done. Okay? The history of sons or so many other personalities were taught. And at last, recitation, chanting of ba, be, bi, bo, bu. These were the pronunciation. Those were practiced by the children, and everything was in a silent way. Everything was in a systematic way. There was no bustle. Complete silence. Everything was. And now the sound of bell from the church comes in the ear of Abraham. What is the sound? That is Angelus. This is a devotional prayer by Catholic Church. And it showed that the time has come to leave this lesson. Now he goes to the board, and on the board he leaves Viva la France. Viva la France means long live France. And then he said class is dismissed. So here in this chapter there are some words you should like to see it. Scratching means sound of marking over the paper. Beetle, that is the name of insect. Fix in mind, the meaning is imprinted. Twinned, the meaning is tangled. Trembled, the meaning is shook. Struck, the meaning is rang. Angelus, there is song, devotional song. Trumpet, there is horn-like instrument. Chalk, block the throat, and Viva la France, long live France. So, dear student, today this is sufficient for today. Now I have completed this chapter. Read the lesson very well, and in the next lesson we would start the chapter from we start the third level. I hope you will read and then you will try to understand in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.